sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community...
George Crawford, number 1, Easton Burton, number 11, Sam Horace, and number 2, Tyson Alman.
Yep. Okay, welcome back everyone. We're back here at Ellis as the team captains have gone out to the midfield, and we'll see if we can get see who wins the toss here to start this ball game. As trying to look through the Panthers are on the far side of the field, so it's kind of hard to see who the captains are. I know Joel Ford is out there.
I think it's Joel Ford, Jeremy Ford, and Brock Bursch.
Okay, could be. I think they were kind of the three last week, so we're waiting for the officials. They're out on the middle of the field explaining the rules and regulations. If the field has any certain, weird stats or anything that they need to be aware of, and explaining the toss of the coin here. And as soon as we get it, we will see what they want to do here as far as who wins it, and if they want the ball or if they don't want the ball. Again, some rain coming down a little bit, just sprinkles here and there. Nothing, seriously, we covered up the equipment just to make sure that we were ready to go in case it did start to open up. I don't think it's going to last a whole lot longer. The sun is in our face to the west, so I think the Panthers are going to get the ball.
Yeah, they won the toss. They want the ball.
So that's kind of what we had hoped for, that they would get the ball and see what they can do offensively here to start this ball game. So, Jason, here we go. The Panthers again 0-2 on the year. The Railroaders 0-1, and we'll see what each team can do here in this opening series, as Ellis will be kicking off to the Panthers. The Panthers will be moving south to north on offense. Again, once the sun goes down behind those trees, it gets a whole lot easier to see. As right now, we probably got about 15 minutes or so, maybe a half hour, and the sun will be behind the trees as we'll be able to see a lot easier. They've done some things to the Ellis Field since we've been here. If you're familiar with the Ellis Field, they used to have a whole row of evergreen trees right out by the highway, and they have all cut them down. So it is open to the north. That is a change. And I don't think it was here the last time we were. I think they still had the trees, so that's something they have changed here in the last year, maybe 2 years at the most. So the officials are in their positions. Kicker's getting ready, and we'll see what the Panthers can do here with this opening kickoff. He kicks the ball, coming down, headed towards Hatchet. Hatchet has it. He's at about the 15, 20, 25, looking for a block, cuts right up, cuts back up, lowers his head, and he's up to about the 45, but there looks like there's a flag on the far side.
Yeah, that was a great return. Kind of bobbled it to start, but then take it up that left side.
First and 10, Peabody.
A face mask on Ellis. So that's a play against Ellis. So the Panthers even get a break after the good return.
Yeah, that's going to be another 15 yards.
So that will put the Panthers in a real good spot to start this opening drive here. As they mark it off all the way down, they're going to put the ball, looks like on about the Ellis, right about the 40-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 for the Panthers at that spot. So we'll see what the Panthers can do here with their first opening play. Panthers start in the wishbone. Ford is back, looking over the defense. Marks it off, takes the ball, hands it off to the first back too. He's got a little bit of running room. He dives inside the 35 to about the 34, and that looked like it was...
That's Johnson.
Johnson on it.
Kevin Johnson with Terry.
So they give him 5 on first down, so it brings up second and 5 for the Panthers.
That's a great start.
So now the Panthers break for the wishbone. They sent 3 out to the near side, 1 to the far side, 1 back behind Ford. Ford again looks over the defense, takes it, now he follows his blockers, fights up, he's in the opening, breaks it tackle, and he's down to close to the 20, I believe. We'll see where they spot it, but he's going to have enough for a first down.
And that was just a nice progression of the read. He let the fullback go through and then just followed him right up the gut.
So first and 10 for the Panthers. It looks like it is right about the 20. So the Panthers on the move here, their opening series. Again, they head off to the second back through. This is Rodriguez, I believe. He keeps his feet moving, dives inside the 20, maybe to the 16, 17, maybe.
Panthers, boxcar Railers on the tackle.
Let's see, it looks like it they're going to give him about 4, let's call it.
Yeah, it was just a nice little ISO dive there.
So second and 6 for the Panthers, just underway, 10:45 left to go in the opening quarter. First possession of the game for the Panthers. Again, Ford goes back to the wishbone, takes the ball, hands off to Hatchet. Hatchet is met right at the line of scrimmage. This time, nothing there, hardly. He might have got a yard or 2. Let's give him a yard. Let's make it 3rd and 5 for the Panthers.
With a nice tackle, bring up 3rd and 5.
So the Panthers faced with their first 3rd down here in the ballgame. They sent 1 wide out to the near side. Partial flex mode to the near side. 2 backs behind Ford, and now they take the ball, and Ford throws it out to Hatchet, and it's incomplete as Ford threw it too low. Hatchet couldn't come up with this, and now it's 4th down and 5 for the Panthers.
Yeah, and I think that was a good look. He just needed to throw it just in front of him instead of right at his hip.
So 4th and 5 from the Railroaders' 15-yard line. Panthers definitely, I think, will go for it here, trying to establish something here in this opening drive. Now, Panthers break the huddle. Again, they sent 3 to the far side, this time 1 way out to the near side, and 1 back behind Ford. Takes the ball, takes it down, he's looking for a little running room, going to try to cut up, he's going to have to cut it up, and he's going to be stopped. As the Panthers don't turn the first down, and they turn the ball over on downs.
Number 11, Sam Holmes holds the Peabody
Yeah, we just couldn't get that seam on the end to get upfield.
Well, they just kept stringing it out. I think if he would have cut it right up, he might have had more yards. I don't know if he would have had enough for first, but now the ball placed at about the, let's call it about the 14 of Ellis. They will start 1st and 10 from there. They sent 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback operates out of the shotgun. Waiting for the snap. Snap comes back. They hand the ball off to the first back. He's got to the hole. He cuts it outside. And luckily Ford makes the tackle, but he's up close to a first down. Has a gaping hole for Ellis.
Yeah, that was a big hole.
Tripped up by Joe Ford, bring up 2nd down.
They're going to even be close enough to look at this one. This may call for a measurement here. Yep. They are going to say 2nd down, so it can't be second and much. For Ellis. Now Ellis breaks the huddle. They said again, 2 to the far, 1 to the near side. Split backs alongside the quarterback. Now the ball is headed off to the first back through it. Again, he cuts it back up against the grade and breaks a couple tackles, and he's all the way as Ford missed him on the tackle, and Blackburn had to come up and make the tackle. So again, the running back cuts back against the grade and finds a big hole.
Yeah, and he's just reading those linebackers and making the cut appropriately off of that where the linebackers are going.
So the ball is now out to the Railroaders. Let's call it 38.5 yard line. 1st and 10 for Ellis. Again, same formation for the Railroaders. And now we have a flag.
Somebody lined up in the neutral zone for him.
Looks like offsides. Allow back about 5. Maybe that's the break this Panther defense needs to get things going here. As the Panthers, like I say, have given up 2 big runs here in this first series for Ellis. So 1st and 15 down for the Railroaders. Quarterback gets the snap, hands the ball off, and again, cuts against the grade, and he's got some running room. He's bounced out of bounds, but he gets up to about the 38-yard line, so he gets most of that penalty yardage back.
Yeah. Still puts him in that 2nd and long, situation, which we want, But we've got to do a better job containing our ends or just letting them cut back on that seam, and it's there.
Yeah, the ends are either getting kicked out or pitched in. We'll have to keep an eye on that now. Ellis sends 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. And we have a stoppage here. Illegal procedure on Ellis. That backs him up 5 more yards again. So Ellis with 3 penalties already, I believe, in the game. We've got 8:48 left to go. Panthers and the Railroaders all tied 0-0 here in the opening quarter. Set going down a little closer to being behind the trees. So now we'll see what else we'll do here. As now they sent 3 to the one side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback gets the ball, wants to throw it. He's throwing a fade all the way down, and it's thrown way out of bounds and stuff. So that's going to be incomplete, and we'll bring up 3rd and 15.
Yeah, that was just a fly ball.
Another flag on the play. Let's see what this flag is. Illegal man downfield, looks like. So Ellis, but their 4th penalty here in the first quarter.
No, we're going to decline it.
So I may go 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 14, maybe 15.
3rd and 15 Raiders.
So a big play here for the Panther defense. They need to come up with a stop here and get the ball back, as they were moving it until they got stopped on downs. Ellis now sends 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. Now quarterback rolls the pocket out, wants to throw the ball, throws the ball down deep, and it is up in the air and incomplete. So the Panthers should get the ball on the downs. I would imagine Ellis would be punting from that position.
Well, and we got to be thankful right now that they put themselves in that situation because we had no answer for their first two runs. I mean, it was our defensive ends were not there, and they just cut back on that seam, and it was wide open.
So Ellis is lining up in formation, going back for the Panthers. Will be, looks like Ford is the up guy, and Hatchet, I believe number 5, is the deep back. So Panthers now look like they were coming after the punt. Now they peel back off, and the punt is away. Panthers are going to let it bounce. It's going to take a great Ellis bounce all the way down to the 14-yard line. So the field's been flipped. The Panthers had it on the Ellis 14, and now it's all the way back to our own 14.
Yeah, that was a nice 55, 65-yard punt.
So we'll see if the Panthers offense can get going again here, as now the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 from about their own, like say, 14-yard line. We've got 8:26 to go here in the opening period. Again, we're scoreless here from Ellis. Again, the Panthers now go back to the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Take the ball, they pitch it back to Hanson. Hanson looking for some running room. Follow his blockers, just waiting for the line. Now he dives up, gets a short gain of about maybe 2. Has a good job that time on the, let's give him 2.5, maybe 3. As the Ellis defense just kept flowing and flowing, and the Panthers kind of ran out of sideline.
Well, and he did a great job of reading his line and flowing with it. He's just got to make that read and cut up field even when the smallest hole is there.
So, second, let's call it a long 7 for the Panthers. Now Ford throws the ball out in the flat. Hatchet trying to make a move, and he's corralled. He gets up to about the 20, so there is a gain of probably another 4 yards or so. Good job of defense that time by Ellis.
Brought down by Carson Moore, bring up 3rd down.
Let's call it 3rd and a long 4 for the Panthers. So the Panthers really would like to pick up a 1st down here to get those chains moving in the right direction. As now the Panthers go back to the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Ford sets them down. Takes the ball. Hands off. No, he keeps it running the option. Pitches out last minute. Running back cuts up, and he's got the 1st down. As I believe that
was Hanchett.
Hanchett again on the run. No, that was
Hanchett.
Throwing the gut chalk in the tackle.
Ford was out there blocking. That was Russell. He does get it up for about a gain of about 7. So picks up the 1st down. Now the ball is at the Panther, let's call it about the 26, 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Now the Panthers send 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ford again. Works out of the shotgun. Takes the ball, hands it up right up the middle, and not a whole lot. Gets up close to the 30. But that's going to be about as far as they get. And that was Johnson, I believe, on the carry. Or
Rodriguez.
Brought down by a host of railers.
And that was just that's a great play on 1st down. Get 3 yards in a cloud of dust, go up the middle, get everybody sucked in, and then we can go back outside.
So let's call it 2nd and a long 6, short 7 for the Panthers. Again, the wishbone. Panthers now take the ball, hand it off to the 1st back through. He crushes over the 30 to about the 2.5-yard line. Not a lot there. Gains of about another 2.5 yards. So it's going to bring up another 3rd. Let's call it a long 4 for the Panthers.
Rodriguez on the carry. Heck of a hit by the regular defense. Bring up 3rd down.
5:48 at county here in the opening quarter. Again, we're still scoreless as the Panthers trying to get the ball worked out of their own end here. Facing a 3rd and a long 4. They go to the wishbone. They fake the pitch, and now Ford's got some running room. Now he just cuts it up, makes a guy miss, cuts back against the grain, and should just go down. He's got the yardage, and he drives ahead with leg strength, gets it up to about the 43-yard line. So now it looks like the Panthers trying to go fast here, as they send 1 wide out to the near side. Quarterback Ford again, 1 to the near side. And Timeout is called by Ellis as they were having trouble getting guys off the field as the Panthers were trying to go fast. So with 5, 9, and counting, should be a timeout. Now they put 5.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Ellis as we had a timeout called by Ellis as the Panthers are back on the field. It looks like we're about ready to go here as it's 1st and 10. The Panthers have the ball at their own 43-yard line. Again, now we have the stop. And illegal procedure looks like it'll be on the Panthers here.
False start with the Panthers.
So that will back them up 5 yards. Make it 1st and 15. We have one score. Smith Center 14, Ellenwood nothing. No surprise there. Smith Center 2-0, Ellenwood 0-2 on the young season. Smith Center also rated number 2 in 1A this week. So the Panthers go back to everybody in tight wishbone formation. Again, Ford gets the snap, pitches it out, looking for a little running room is Johnson. Johnson holds on to the football and dives ahead, and he gets back a lot of the penalty plus about 4 yards. So gain of about 9 or so on the punt. And the Panthers again in that hurry-up offense. They wanted to go quick. They sent one wide out to each side, one back behind. Man comes in motion, picks him up. Now they hand the ball off to Johnson again. Johnson dives ahead. He's going to come up just short, a little bit, a couple yards short of the first down. Again, the Panthers look like they're going full speed here, quick formations. 3rd and let's call it 2. They go back to the wishbone. Now the Panthers take the ball, pitch it back to Hatchet. Hatchet make something happen as Ellis is all over. That had no chance of going anywhere. Loss of a yard or more.
Yeah, they did a great job of stringing that, and then just jumping that block.
So now the Panthers again go quick. They said to the far side, to the near side. Now Ford looks like he's trying the ball right up the gutsy call by the Panthers coaching staff that time. 4th and about 4. They went for it, picked up the first down at the Ellis 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Yeah, and that was just a nice ISO dive. You know, we needed 4, he got 7.
I really thought the Panthers were going to drop back, try to pin it Ellis deep. But Panthers go for it, get it, and we're back to 1st down. Again, Ford takes the ball, now he wants to throw it, throws it. Caught out there on the flat, now he's trying to get some help down, but that play looks good, but it just doesn't get a lot of action.
It's just so long to develop on that side.
I mean, he gets 4 yards, so I guess we shouldn't be too critical of 3.5, 4 yards, but you know, you get one-on-one and you think you can break it, but Ellis does a good job flowing to the ball and that thing intact. So second call, 6.5, 7. Again, the Panthers in the wishbone. Now they fake the ball, hand it off to Johnson. Johnson down. Now they pitch it out to Hanson. Hanson's got some running room on the far side. He's going to have the first down as he scoots out of bounds. I thought Johnson had it, but they do a good job and pitching it out to Hanson for a gain of about 7, 8, 9 yards on that play.
Yeah, right at 10 yards.
So they bring the ball in for the far side, put it down at about the Ellis 33.5-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So the Panthers offense being able to move it here, but can they sustain it and get it in the end zone? Panthers break the huddle. They said 1 to the far side, 3 to the near side, 1 back. Behind Ford. Ford again. Takes the ball, fakes it, now he runs it, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and dives ahead, gets it over the 30 to about 6, looks like, depending on where they spot it. But a nice run that time by Ford as he gets, let's call it about 6-7 yards. Brings up a second and a short 3 for the Panthers.
Yeah, and we're doing a great job right now just mixing the who's getting the ball right now.
Panthers break the huddle. Again, same formation for Phillipsburg. 1 to the near, or 1 to the far, 3 to the near. And they pitch the ball out. Johnson looking for a little bit of running room. Cuts back in, makes one guy miss, and that's Rodriguez. And he dives, pushes the pile. He's down inside the 20 to about the 16, 17. So we should have another first down for the Panthers.
Yeah. That was all Rodriguez there. Just made one guy miss and took 3-4 guys with him.
Well, the Panthers again, quick. Man comes in motion. That's Johnson. They hand the ball off to Johnson. Johnson follows back, blocks, and gets inside the 15, maybe to the 14, 13.5 yard line on first down, gain of about 3. Panthers again try to go quickly here, maybe try to wear Ellis down a little bit. They stay in the wishbone. Ford pitches the ball out to Hatchet. Hatchet looking for a little blocks, cuts it out. Now he's just going to have to cut it up. Makes one guy miss, dives forward, gets about 3 or 4 yards. And we'll see what it is on third.
Jared Baker with a nice stop.
It's called third and about 2.
Nice.
So the Panthers again, quickly to the line. They hand the ball off, and Johnson running inside, gets it inside the 10, down to about the 6. So he should have enough for a first down, I believe.
Yeah, it should be first and goal at the 6.
That's what it looks like. The yard markers come down, and the Panthers are knocking on the door. We've got just under a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Now the Panthers take a little more time as they stay in the wishbone. Ford looks over the defense, and Ellis wants to talk it over, I believe. Yep, Ellis calls a timeout. So with a timeout with 48 seconds left to go, it's the Panthers and Ellis all tied up 0. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com.
Ball moved in here for a touchdown here to take the lead and really be the first lead the Panthers have had season. It punched in here, but Ellis has been playing some good defense at times. The Panthers have had to work. They took the ball over, I believe, on their own 14-yard line and driven it down. So they've marched it 80 yards as of right now, but can they get that other 6 yards?
Yeah, we need that final 6, and we really came to life when we started that hurry up, running those, making sure we had 2 and 3 plays called and just knowing what we were going when we were getting back to the line.
So the Panthers now up to the line, ready to go. Panthers in the wishbone. They take the ball, hand it off to the first back, and he doesn't get a whole lot as he's inside. No, I don't think he got anything.
He might have lost a yard.
Yep, let's see, he lost a yard there. So,
Short game, nice stop by Nate
not a good sign there on first down, but it's still second and goal to go for about the 7. As now we'll see what the Panthers do here. Now they break the formation up a little bit. They send one wide out to each side. Flex mode for the Panthers. Man comes in motion. That's Johnson. They fake the ball, throw the ball on a bullet, and it's knocked down by Huddis as they're trying to get it to Blackbird. And now it's going to be third and goal to go from the 7.
And that was just great pass protection. Pass defense right there, sorry.
Yeah, as Blackbird got the inside, but Hodis just made it great. Put his hand up and swatted it down, and he actually got the inside position, which was amazing. So third down for the Panthers now with 13 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. So what do you have called for 3rd and 7? Panthers go back to the wishbone. See if they can punch it in as Ellis tightens everything up. They pitch the ball up to Johnson. Johnson not going to get even close. Gets the ball. Lost another couple yards. Flag on the play. Let's see what that is.
Carry Rex Johnson with a nice tackle.
Illegal procedure on the Panthers, so I would imagine they would decline that unless it was before the play was blown dead.
Well, I don't know that a legal procedure is declinable.
Yeah.
Oh, they are going to decline it.
So it's 4th down, so the Panthers have not gotten in, and that's the end of the first quarter. So with one complete quarter here in the books, it's the Panthers nothing, the Railroad nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips...
On your feet!
As first quarter has come to an end, and it's 0-0. So nobody scored in quarter number 1, and we head to quarter number 2. Panthers, I don't know if we have a kicker that we can try the field goal or whether they'll just go for it. It's going to be 4th and about 8 as we started 1st and 6. So we've lost 2 yards on 3 plays. And we'll see what they can do here as this will be a big boost for the Ellis to stop us, and a kind of a down thing for the Panthers if we don't get it in.
Yeah, we've driven the ball twice down there. The first drive stalled out on the 6th. The second one started on the 6th, 1st and goal, and we went backwards. We've got to do something.
So let's see what the Panthers are going to do. If they're going to try the extra the field goal,
4th and goal for the Panthers.
or will the Panthers go for it on 4th down? I believe the Panthers will try to probably go for it as the PA guy trying to get Ellis fired up here as now the Panthers break the huddle. They said 1 to the far side, 3 to the near side, and Ford back in the shotgun. Takes the ball, wants to run the option, pitches it out last minute. Rodriguez is going to have to dive, fight, spins, gets awful close, but I think he only got down to about the 5. So he picks up 3 yards maybe, and it's turned the ball over on downs again to Ellis.
At the 6-yard line.
That's a turnaround downs. Great job by the Raider defense. 1st and 10 Raiders.
So now, can the Panther defense come to the aid of the offense? It'd be nice to force a punt from this position, but Ellis had some good runs on their first series, so we'll see what the Panthers can do here. Ellis sends 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback is in the shotgun, takes the ball, hands the ball off, and this time the Panthers get down there and they drop him down to about the 3-yard line. So there's a loss of a couple for Ellis.
Yeah, and that was just our linebackers didn't let him come back that time. We had 2 linebackers reading on him and just went straight to him.
So let's call it 2nd and about 12 for Ellis as the Panther defense trying to answer here. Again, Ellis sends 1 wide out to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback hands the ball off again, and this time he cuts back, and he's got some running room. The Panthers let him outside, and he gets it all the way down, and he's all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Nice carry. 1st and 10.
And reading guard right now, which they should be, but they're not seeing that lane at all, and he's just wide open.
Well, that time, 57 for the Panthers, the Keaton boy, I believe that Seth was out, and now he's back in. So I don't know if that would have made any difference or not, but he's been playing very well in that middle linebacker. And so now Ellis has great life again. Again, Ellis works out of the shotgun. Quarterback hands up. They try that cut back again, and this time the Panthers string it out, but they let him get out. And he's just tearing him up.
Well, that's a different running back, but the same exact result is happening, and he's just reading that side. The D end's getting trapped inside, and it's wide open out there.
So 1st and 10 again after a gain of 11. So now Ellis working it out of their own end zone. So 1st and 10, one wide out to each side. Quarterback again out of the shotgun. Takes the ball, heads up, and he looks for the cutback again. Another big hole. Breaks one tackle. Now he's off to the races. Panthers have to drop him all the way inside their own 30.
First and 10, Raiders.
Rex Johnson, a 5'8", 165-pound junior, is ripping through the Panthers lineup. 1st and 10. Ellis now with their first serious scoring threat. Now, Panthers trying to get there, and this time Panthers guess right, as they had the blitz by Keaton plugging the hole before he could make the cutback, and so there's no gain, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he just read the hole right.
So 2nd and 10 for Ellis, inside the Panther 30-yard line. Panthers now trying to dig in on defense. They take the ball, hand it off again to the back, breaks outside. Now Rodriguez comes up and slams the running back down, and he's slow to get up. He has not gotten up yet, as it's a loss of about 2 on the play. I think he might have just got the wind knocked out of it, as he's up now, walking off the sideline.
That was a great tackle, open field tackle.
You got to make those tackles. We've been missing them.
Yeah, so held it right in the shoulder pads and drove through them.
So now it's a 3rd, and let's call it 12 and a half, 13 for Ellis, as the Panthers would love to come up with a stop here and force a 4th down. Ellis switching guys around. They sent 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. Quarterback rolls the pocket out, wants to throw it. He's under some pressure, throws it down. He's got a man out there, catches it, dives out of bounds, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. But they did get back, not quite half the yardage, but gain of about 7 on the play. So it brings up a 4th down, and let's call it about 6 for Ellis.
Bring a 4th down for the Raiders.
So let's see what Ellis could do on 4th and 6. Panthers have been stopped twice. Can the Panthers return the favor to Ellis? 3 to the near, 1 to the far side. Quarterback again in the shotgun. Quarterback tries to throw the ball inside. Now he's just going to have to tuck it, throws the ball out, and it's caught. And it's going to be enough, I believe, for a 1st down, yes.
I think he's going to have a 1st down.
As Panthers took away the 1st option, but the quarterback made a move inside pocket and got it to the 2nd receiver. And now they have it 1st and 10 at the Panthers, let's call it the 17-yard line. 18, baby. So Ellis trying to capitalize on their first opportunity down here. They sent 2 to the far side, 1 to the near. Quarterback again takes the ball, hands off. The Panthers shoot the gap, miss a tackle, miss another tackle, and running back gets 5 yards. 2 missed tackles by the Panthers. And now we have a flag.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what this is. Looks like Gottschalk got up and pushed somebody. Because I see the Panther keep kind of flying out, so looks like it's going to be a big penalty against Ellis.
Well, and that's what stopped their first drive was penalties.
Yep, that's going to back them up. As it looks like it's about a 15-yard penalty, maybe.
Yep. 10 yard.
Yeah, for the spot of the ball, he had it at 5 yards. And it's a spot foul, so it's a 15-yarder.
Yeah, 15.
So it brings up second, and let's call it, well, they say 22 yards for Ellis. Now Ellis trying to get the play in here. We've got 8:33 to go. We're still scoreless. Ellis with their first threat of the ball game. They said 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. As quarterback is in the shotgun, and now we have another flag.
Yeah.
Lined up offside, so that backs Ellis up 5 more yards.
And that's exactly how their first drive went. They just self-destructed.
Well, that's their 5th or 6th penalty of the ball game so far. They had 4 early.
Still second down.
6th.
So now let's call it 2nd and 27 or so. Quarterback again in a shotgun. Panthers come with a blitz. He's got some pressure, cuts up. The Panthers got one hand on him, and he's thrown down as the Panthers get to him and sack him. As that time it was Bush finally getting him down.
Nice stop by Bieber.
As there's a loss of about 5, maybe 6 more yards on the play. So it's going to bring up third, let's call it 32, 33 yards to go. So we'll have to wait and see what they come to. What do you call it, 3rd and 33 or so? Scoreboard says 29. I think it's further than that.
Yeah. Hail Mary.
Hail Mary to the end zone. So here we go. They said 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Panthers golden opportunity. They send on the blitz. Panthers send on screen. Panthers have it. Now he cuts back and cuts back again. And now he runs into Ford. Still, Panthers missed 4 or 5 tackles.
We're just hugging. We're not wrapping up. We're just hugging.
And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing done, but they could have dropped it for a bigger loss.
Yeah.
And now it's going to bring up 4th, and let's call it about 30 for Ellis.
So now, I mean, they're gonna pin us deep again. We've just got to have some explosive plays. The last drive we had 23, 24 plays, but it ended with 0. We've got to have some explosive plays.
So Ford is the up guy. Hatchett is deep back. Snap is back. High kick. Panthers should just get away from it. And it takes a good bounce for Ellis and is dropped at about the 9-yard line. So the Panthers are getting deep in their own territory. And we are headed to 7:01 to go here in quarter number 2, and we're still scoreless.
Yeah, and both teams kind of self-destruct inside that 20 right now. We've been down there twice, haven't gotten anything. They've been down there once, and penalties killed their drive.
So let's see what the Panthers can do here with their, I believe, 3rd possession maybe of the game. Third possession. They start out in the wishbone. Panthers trying to get something going here. Take the ball, head it off to the first back 2. He bounces to the outside, follows his blockers, dives ahead, gets it up over the 10 to about the 13, maybe the 14. So a gain of about 5 on first down, maybe a little more, closer to 6. That's called 2nd and a long 4 for Phillipsburg. Panthers stay in the wishbone. Having some success on the ground. Haven't pitched up. Now they pitch it back to Hatchett. Hatchett going to have to get some help here. He runs hard. Gets it up to about the 16, 17-yard line. I think he's going to be short of the first down, though.
Short run by Panthers. Nice hit by Cale Younger.
So let's call it 3rd, and let's call it 2 for the Panthers. Really need to pick up the first down here. As you can't count on Ellis self-destructing with penalties on every possession they get the ball. So now the Panthers go to the flex mode. Hand the ball right up the gut, and I don't think he got much movement there as the pile is going to be moved, but did he get enough for the spot? Yes. Looks like they put it fairly close.
I'm going to say measure.
Yeah, they're looking at it. I was going to say, I think it looks like they are going to maybe measure it. So the Panthers are going to have a little bit of time to discuss what they want to do if they are short. Looks like from this spot, it's hard to tell with our angles, but this could be a big measurement here, late in the first half of this ball game.
Yeah, we've got to. Do you go for it? I wouldn't, but
we've rolled the dice a couple other times.
Right. Right now we're 1 for 3 on fourth down attempts. 4th and 5, and we got 7. We needed 4th and 6 both times in the end zone.
So they got the ball first down by about 3 or 4 inches. So the drive will continue here. So now, can the Panthers work it down again? They had quite a big success on that quarterback draw, falling to the back end of the hole. We haven't seen that for a while. I think sometimes Ford is one of our better open field runners, just making people miss.
Yeah.
They stay in the wishbone. Panthers take it, set it up. Now they hand the ball off to Johnson. Johnson's got a little bit of running room. Dives over. Nice tackle by Ellis on the far side. He gets it up over the 25 to about the 26. So gain him about 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, just a nice little counter. And kept the defensive line just from going downhill.
So second down for the Panthers. Spread the ball out. They hand the ball off to the first back 3. Makes one guy miss. Dives ahead. And he's going to be awful close to, he's going to have maybe another first down for the Panthers. Yep. Another first down. There's Rodriguez running the ball hard for the Panthers. Under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. We're still scoreless here.
Now is when we got to go to that hurry up.
First down for the Panthers.
Oh, the Panthers break the huddle. They said 1 wide out to each side, or 2 to each side. 1 back behind Ford. Takes the ball, he wants to throw. Under a little bit, he rolls the pocket out, throws the ball down. Oh, it flooded high and deep, and it's going to be intercepted.
It just floated down there.
Yeah, that's
too long.
That was just a pop fly baseball. I mean, that thing just held up there, and the Panthers running back tried to make a play on it, but got out jumped, and now Ellis has the ball. So Ellis takes over at their own 34-yard line, 1st and 10. They said 1 wide out to the far, 2 to the near. Now Ellis wants to get some points as the quarterback takes off and again missed tackles. Boy, the Panthers had him for a loss.
A loss of like 8 or 9, and we're just trying to hug him, and he's running through it.
Right up the get for 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 for Ellis. As we thought we'd gotten away from the problems of last year's tackling, but right now the Panthers struggling to tackle. So now the Panthers make some changes on defense. Ellis again. And
now we're going to be offsides.
I think they're going to get the Panthers on a hard count. So that moves it up. And we'll make it 2nd instead of 6. 2nd and let's call it 2 short 2 for for Ellis. Again, they said 2 to the near side, 1 to the far. The quarterback hands off, and this time the Panthers actually get him down and have some authority doing it. And that looks like 17 was in there for the Panthers. That's one of the youngsters, as that's
Carson Meidel and Brock Burrish were in on that. And that's our 2 techs. They've got to read that just as much as those linebackers do on that RPO. It's almost like a read draw where he can pick where he goes.
So it brings up 3rd, let's call it not quite 5, but a long 4, short 5. Panthers would love to stop here and get the ball back. Ellis sends 1 to the far, 2 to the near. Quarterback waits for the snap. Snap comes, Panthers show a delayed blitz, and they hit him. And the ball is going to be a ruled incomplete pass, as that time Burris shot the gap and just leveled the quarterback. And now bring up 4th down for Ellis.
Oh, he lit him up. That was a nice hit. And
Ball just went to the ground.
It could have been called either way. The way he hit him, I mean, he was right in the middle of that throw. Was the arm going forward? You know, we don't have the privy of instant replay, but that was a close play.
Ellis will be back in punt formation. Get forward is he up. Hatchet back deep. Ball's kicked away, and Panthers need to get away from it. It takes kind of a side bounce, and Ellis downs it at the Panther 42-yard line, let's call it. So the Panthers have 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the second quarter. We're still scoreless between the Panthers and the Railers. As this game has had offense, nobody has just been able to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, Ellis has self-destructed on penalties. We've self-destructed on fourth downs.
So the Panthers break the huddle. Let's see what the coaching staff wants to do after throwing an interception. The first turnover of the ball game. They sent 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Ford sends a man in motion. Now takes off with a quarterback draw, and he doesn't really fill a whole lot of guys. He gets a short gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards. Let's call it gain of 3. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
And we've got to get going if we're going to get a score.
Again, play comes in from the sideline. We're headed to 2:15 to go here in this second quarter. Panthers go back to the wishbone. Waiting, I guess, to break a long run here. They take the ball and pitch it back to Hatchet. Hatchet cuts back up in front, gets ahead, lowers his head, and gets a gain of about 3, maybe on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Panthers.
Good job. Your leader on the tackle.
And that was a nice read. We just, like I said, we should be doing that hurry up right now rather than early in that second quarter.
So the Panthers break the huddle. They stay in the wishbone. See if they can get something going here. Minute 35 to go. Head off to the second back, and Johnson lowers his head, but I think he's going to come up short. Depends on the spot. I think he's a little bit short. They may have to look at it and measure it.
I think he's short.
They're going to bring the chains in. So with a minute 27, they're going to have a measurement again. This time I think the Panthers are going to come up about 3 or 4 inches short.
Well, you can hear them on the far side saying that was a bad spot, but it's where the line judge sees it.
Yep. So they bring the chains in for the far side, put it down, and they will stretch it, and it's down. Yeah, it's not very far, maybe 6 inches, half a foot.
Sorry.
So we'll see what the Panthers decide to do here.
Did he make it? Still 4th down.
If you don't make it, you actually set Ellis up. The ball is just inside the Ellis. So let's see what the Panthers can do here. They stay in the wishbone. Again, the Panthers fight the ball off, they hand the ball off, and he looks like he lowered his head and followed his line, and it looks like he got ahead for a gain of about a yard or 2 and picked up the 1st down easily.
I was going to say, we need to come out and just regroup, get a couple plays, 2-3 plays.
1st and 10, Peter, timeout.
And go down the field.
So the Panthers do call a timeout, so we'll send it back to the station as you're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by...
We'll see what the Panthers could do as they first and 10. And let's call it about the Ellis 47.5 yard line, 48 yard line. We'll see whether or not they can do anything from that position. So here we go. Let's see. Panthers break the huddle. They sent 3 to the near side. It tied on the far side. 1 back behind as the Panthers hike the ball and head it right up the middle. Ford keeps it around the goal. And is head for a gain of 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Short run by the Panthers. Dropped by
I think the Panthers, they don't look like they're in no big hurry. So play comes in from the sideline. Now the Panthers send 1 to the far side, 3 to the near side. 4 down again. Takes off, wants to run, cuts back inside, cuts back across. He's got some running room, stiff arms the guy. Now he's on the foot race.
Get out of bounds.
He's going to get it out of bounds, knocked out of bounds. He gets it down to about the 22-yard line. So a nice run by Ford with 39 seconds to go. And once again, the Panthers look like they have something going, but they run out of time on the clock.
Yeah, no, I mean, that time he allowed running back to get through the hole and then follow him through there.
So first and 10 for the Panthers. Panthers, I believe, still have a couple timeouts left. Ford sets him down, stays in the wishbone. Now he wants to throw it, throws the ball on the line. He's got his man. Guy cuts inside, and he's inside the 15 to about the 13. And now the Panthers call a timeout. So the Panthers move the ball down to about the 13. It's not quite enough for a first down. Gain of about 8 on the play. But it brings up second and, short 1.5.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by
Ellis, because the Panthers got the ball to start the ball game.
Yeah, we desperately need this score so that we can go into halftime with a little bit of self-confidence, momentum, all of the above.
As you knew coming in, this was not going to be an easy game because of the 15 seniors that Ellis has on their rosters, and they've played up to that potential right now, as that they have held back and bent, but have not broken to this point so far. So the Panthers break the huddle. I think they still have 1 timeout, maybe. Panthers, hopefully. The ball is at about the 13-yard line. They break the huddle, and let's see what the Panthers want to do here. They go back into the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Ford barks them out. Takes the ball. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson looks for running room. And dives ahead for a gain of 3 or 4. It will be a first down. They will move the chains. So it's going to be first and goal to go from about the 9. Now the Panthers up, ready to go. Clock starts. And Ford takes it, wants to run it in. He cuts it back. He dives and spins. He's down, and
it looks like he's down to the 1.
So Panthers going to call their last timeout. He's down to, let's see, about the half-yard line, maybe the 1-yard line.
Timeout Panthers.
It'll be second and goal to go from there. So what do you do here? We'll keep it here as the Panthers have it. Probably 1 play is all you're going to have.
Yeah, well, if you run the ball, they got to get it in. If you pass it, if it's not there, throw it out of bounds.
Yep.
Get it out of the play of field. Don't even...
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these myphillipscountyonline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School.
Because if you don't get that initial push, Brad's going to have to do it all on his own.
Yeah. Well, and time's going to run out. So do you come out and pass this play and then run the next one with 11 seconds?
So here we go. Panthers back on the field. They need a yard for the touchdown. It would be their first lead of this season here as they split. They send one wide out to the far side. They keep the wishbone intact, and now Ellis is going to call their last time out, I believe. So again, both teams wanted to see Ellis wanted to see what the Panthers did as far as the lineup, and they'll try to make their adjustments accordingly. Now, if the Panthers...
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these myphillipscountyonline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these My Phillips.
If they don't, then we run it in.
So Ellis is back on the field, ready to go. Let's see whether or not the Panthers can get this one pushed in here. Panthers now break the huddle on the far side. They come back onto the field. And now they kind of go into the huddle, and now they break it. And like I say, if you run it, you got one chance. If you throw it, you might have two. Now the Panthers do change it up. They send one wide out to each side, trying to split Ellis out. Man comes in motion. That's Johnson. They hand the ball off, and he looks like touchdown. Finally, with 4 seconds to go, a 1-yard run by Johnson as the Panthers score, and it is now a 6-0 lead for the Panthers. Now, Rodriguez will try the extra point to give the Panthers the 7-point lead if he can get it in. Waits for Staff. Staff is high. Ball is placed down. Kick is up. And he drills it. So the kick is good. So the Panthers, with 4 seconds left, they take a 7-0 lead over Ellis here, and that is their first lead of this year.
And that's got to feel good for those kids. I was just looking at the way he kicked it. Could we be up like 13-0 with those two fourth and goals?
Yeah, he made it pretty easily.
It looked good from 30.
And the snap was high. Ford did a good job getting the ball down, but yeah, Rad put it right through the middle, and like you said, he had some distance on it. So now maybe the coaching staff, if they get stopped down there, won't go for it, try to get the points.
Right. Well, and here going into district, we're going to need all the points we can get, because that's how that kind of lines up with first, second, third, fourth. I mean, you either win, you go off of wins, and then you go off of points, and then you go off of losses. So we've got to figure out how to get points. Right now in this young season, we played a half, and we've got 7 points to show for it right now.
That's right. And we're down there several other times. Should be up a little more comfortable in this game, but now you got to defend the kickoff here. You only have 4 seconds. You don't want to give up something and just really lose that momentum.
Right. I would say squib kick it, make one of the up backs just fall on it, go into the locker room.
It looks like they forgot to bring the tee out, so now Rad has to go over and get the tee, and he will put the ball down and gets the ball from the official as Panthers coverage has been pretty good on kickoff so far, but as you said, they really don't need to kick it deep and even take a chance. Just kind of pop it over or keep it on the ground. He approaches the football and kicks it away. Ball's going to the out of bounds, and they're going to make him kick it again.
Kick it out of bounds, penalty on the Panthers.
You think they'll make them back them up or just start at 35?
I think they'll back them up again. Panthers looked like they were kicking it deep. So why not give your kick returners a chance if they decide to kick it deep again?
Yeah. Well, and they've got their running backs that have gashed Phillipsburg all night long on that side. So do they really want to kick it to those two up backs in this scenario?
So Rad has it teed up once again. And like I say, I would just I'd keep it on the ground. That way your guys don't have to run quite as far. But here he goes. Kick it. Now he kicks it right down the middle. It's going to get back to the deep people. Panthers coming down. Breaks one tackle. And he tried to get it to the outside. Oh, and a nice tackle that time by number 15 for the Panthers.
That's Caden System.
Tackle right around the ankles. Dropped him. And the first half has ended. So we've completed one half. It's the Panthers 7. The Railroaders nothing. We're back after this timeout. As you're listening to Panther Football here on KKN.
I'm Andrew LaRue, a senior at Phillipsburg High School and a member of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Facebook followers who continue to read, like, and share the stories that we post. We also want to remind our followers that MyPCO is much more than just a Facebook page. We're working hard to bring you local stories that you won't find on any other online news source. If you want a great online source for local news, go to MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. Our homepage has featured stories, but you can also click on news at the top for more stories. Want even more local stories? Click on Phillips County area to find even more. Thanks again for supporting My Phillips County Online. Hello, I'm Andrew LaRue.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs.
Senior, wide receiver, safety.
POKZ, senior, safety, and split end.
Austin McDonald, senior, linebacker.
Eric Moon, senior, running back, wide receiver, corner. Dog.
Kevin Russell, senior, wide receiver, safety. Jesse Blackburn, junior, receiver, cornerback, dog!
Drayton Hughes, junior, offensive and defensive line. Dog.
Noah Jacobs, junior, offensive and defensive line.
Devin Johnson, junior, running back, linebacker. Ethan Miller, junior, tight end, DN, dog.
Ryan Babcock, sophomore, running back, corner.
Preston Beckman, sophomore, offensive guard, defensive tackle.
Kane Craig, sophomore, defensive tackle, offensive tackle.
Tyler Davis, sophomore, quarterback, receiver, D-back.
Dog!
Patrick Drake, sophomore, wide receiver, D-back.
Jackson Glendenning, sophomore, offensive and defensive lineman. I can't count to 64.
Peyton Gower, sophomore, tackle, linebacker.
Trey Sanchez, sophomore, running back, linebacker.
Dayton Huguenin, sophomore, left guard, defensive tackle.
Leighton Johnson, sophomore, offensive center, defensive right tackle.
Carson Idle, sophomore, fullback, defensive tackle.
Taylor Reimer, sophomore, defensive tackle.
Brad Rodriguez, sophomore, middle linebacker, fullback, dog!
Eli Kemper, running back, sophomore, end. Number 22 on the field, number 1 New Girls Heart.
Rhett Shelton, sophomore, DN.
Dog!
Thornton Taylor, sophomore, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Landon White, sophomore, split end, safety.
Jaden Allen, freshman, wide receiver, D1 recruit.
Jaden Boyle, freshman, offense, defensive line.
Adrian Hassel, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Caden Hudson, freshman, fullback, linebacker.
Dog!
Kyron Hughes, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Avery Jacobs, freshman, running back, and defensive back.
Cole Keaton, freshman, guard, linebacker.
Dog!
Seth Keaton, freshman, guard, and linebacker.
Caden Seams, freshman, offensive, defensive line. Dog!
Hunter Sisson, freshman, linebacker, and running back.
Caden Sisson, freshman, quarterback, cornerback.
Dog! Alex Van Allen, freshman, wide receiver, and safety.
Leighton Wyatt, freshman, receiver, and safety.
Brock Burge, senior, offensive line, defensive line.
Joel Ford, senior, quarterback, defensive back. Jeremy Ford, senior, offensive, defensive line.
Dog!
Ashton Howell, senior, offensive, and defensive line.
Xavier Kendall, senior, wide receiver, safety.
Theo Kazee, senior, safety, and split end.
Austin McDonald, senior, linebacker.
Eric Moon, senior, running back, wide receiver, corner.
Dog!
Kevin Russell, senior, wide receiver, safety. Jesse Blackburn, junior, receiver, cornerback. Dog!
Drayton Hughes, junior, offensive and defensive line. Dog!
Noah Jacobs, junior, offensive, defensive line.
Devin Johnson, junior, running back, linebacker.
Ethan Miller, junior, tight end, DN. Dog!
Ryan Babcock, sophomore, running back, corner.
Preston Beckman, sophomore, offensive guard, defensive tackle.
Kane Craig, sophomore, defensive tackle, offensive tackle.
Tyler Davis, sophomore, quarterback, receiver, D-back.
Dog!
Patrick Drake, sophomore, wide receiver, D-back.
Jackson Glendenny, sophomore, offensive and defensive lineman. I can't count to 64.
Peyton Gower, sophomore, tackle, linebacker. Trey Sanchez, sophomore, running back, linebacker.
Dayton Huguenin, sophomore, left guard, defensive tackle.
Leighton Johnson, sophomore, offensive center, defensive right tackle.
Carson Idle, sophomore, fullback, defensive tackle.
Taylor Reimer, sophomore, defensive tackle.
Brad Rodriguez, sophomore, middle linebacker, fullback. Dog!
Eli Kemper, running back, sophomore, end. Number 22 on the field, number 1 New Girls Heart.
Rhett Shelton, sophomore, DN.
Dog!
Thornton Taylor, sophomore, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Landon White, sophomore, split end, safety.
Jaden Allen, freshman, wide receiver, D1 recruit.
Jaden Boyle, freshman, offense, defensive line.
Adrian Hassel, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Caden Hudson, freshman, fullback, linebacker.
Dog!
Kyron Hughes, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Avery Jacobs, freshman, running back, and defensive back.
Cole Keaton, freshman,
guard, linebacker. Dog!
Seth Keaton, freshman, guard, and linebacker.
Caden Seams, freshman, offensive defensive line. Dog.
Hunter Sisson, freshman, linebacker, and running back. Caden Sisson, freshman, quarterback, cornerback. Dog!
Alex Van Allen, freshman, wide receiver and safety.
Leighton Wyatt, freshman, receiver, and safety.
Brock Burge, senior, offensive line, defensive line.
Joel Ford, senior, quarterback, defensive back.
Jeremy Ford, senior, offensive defensive line. Dog!
Ashton Howell, senior, offensive and defensive line.
Xavier Kendall, senior, wide receiver, safety.
Theo Kazee, senior, safety, and split end.
Austin McDonald, senior, linebacker.
Eric Moon, senior, running back, wide receiver, corner. Dog!
Kevin Russell, senior, wide receiver, safety. Jesse Blackburn, junior, receiver, cornerback. Dog!
Drayton Hughes, junior, offensive and defensive line. Dog.
Noah Jacobs, junior, offensive and defensive line.
Devin Johnson, junior, running back, linebacker.
Ethan Miller, junior, tight end, DN. Dog.
Ryan Babcock, sophomore, running back, corner.
Preston Beckman, sophomore, offensive guard, defensive tackle.
Kane Craig, sophomore, defensive tackle, offensive tackle.
Tyler Davis, sophomore, quarterback, receiver, D-back.
Dog!
Patrick Driggs, sophomore, wide receiver, D-back.
Jackson Glendenny, sophomore, offensive and defensive lineman. I can't count to 64.
Peyton Gower, sophomore, tackle, linebacker. Trace Hanchett, sophomore, running back, linebacker.
Dayton Huguenin, sophomore, left guard, defensive tackle.
Leighton Johnson, sophomore, offensive center, defensive right tackle.
Carson Idle, sophomore, fullback, defensive tackle.
Taylor Reimer, sophomore, defensive tackle.
Brad Rodriguez, sophomore, middle linebacker, fullback. Dog!
Eli Skemper, running back, sophomore, D-end. Number 22 on the field, number 1 New Girls Heart.
Rhett Shelton, sophomore, DN.
Dog!
Jordan Taylor, sophomore, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Landon Wyatt, sophomore, split end, safety.
Jaden Allen, freshman, wide receiver, D1 recruit.
Jaden Boyle, freshman, offense, defensive line.
Adrian Hassel, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Caden Hudson, freshman, fullback, linebacker.
Dog!
Kyron Hughes, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Avery Jacobs, freshman, running back, and defensive back.
Cole Keaton, freshman, guard, linebacker.
Dog!
Seth Keaton, freshman, guard, and linebacker.
Caden Seams, freshman, offensive, defensive line. Dog.
Hunter Sisson, freshman, linebacker, and running back. Caden Sisson, freshman, quarterback, cornerback. Dog!
Alex Van Allen, freshman, wide receiver and safety.
Leighton Wyatt, freshman, receiver, and safety.
Brock Burge, senior, offensive line, defensive line.
Joel Ford, senior, quarterback, defensive back.
Jeremy Ford, senior, offensive defensive line. Dog!
Ashton Howell, senior, offensive and defensive line.
Xavier Kendall, senior, wide receiver, safety.
Theo Kazee, senior, safety, and split end.
Austin McDonald, senior, linebacker.
Eric Moon, senior, running back, wide receiver, corner. Dog.
Kevin Russell, senior, wide receiver, safety. Jesse Blackburn, junior, receiver, cornerback. Dog.
Drayton Hughes, junior, offensive and defensive line. Dog.
Noah Jacobs, junior, offensive and defensive line.
Devin Johnson, junior, running back, linebacker.
Ethan Miller, junior, tight end, DN. Dog.
Ryan Babcock, sophomore, running back, corner.
Preston Beckman, sophomore, offensive guard, defensive tackle.
Kane Craig, sophomore, defensive tackle, offensive tackle.
Tyler Davis, sophomore, quarterback, receiver, D-back.
Dog.
Patrick Drake, sophomore, wide receiver, D-back.
Jackson Glendenny, sophomore, offensive and defensive lineman. I can't count to 64.
Peyton Gower, sophomore, tackle, linebacker. Trace Hanchett, sophomore, running back, linebacker.
Dayton Huguenin, sophomore, left guard, defensive tackle.
Leighton Johnson, sophomore, offensive center, defensive right tackle.
Carson Idle, sophomore, fullback, defensive tackle.
Taylor Reimer, sophomore, defensive tackle.
Brad Rodriguez, sophomore, middle linebacker, fullback.
Dog.
Eli Kemper, running back, sophomore, D-end. Number 22 on the field, number 1, New Girls Heart.
Rhett Shelton, sophomore, DN.
Dog!
Sorton Taylor, sophomore, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Landon White, sophomore, split end, safety.
Jaden Allen, freshman, wide receiver, D1 recruit.
Jaden Boyle, freshman, offense, defensive line.
Adrian Hassel, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Caden Hudson, freshman, fullback, linebacker.
Dog.
Kyron Hughes, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Avery Jacobs, freshman, running back, and defensive back.
Cole Keaton, freshman, guard, linebacker.
Dog.
Seth Keaton, freshman, guard, linebacker. Caden Seams, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Dog.
Hunter Sisson, freshman, linebacker, and running back. Caden Sisson, freshman, quarterback, cornerback. Dog.
Alex Van Allen, freshman, wide receiver, and safety.
Leighton Wyatt, freshman, receiver, and safety.
Brock Burge, senior, offensive line, defensive line.
Joel Ford, senior, quarterback, defensive back. Jeremy Ford, senior, offensive, defensive line. Dog!
Ashton Howell, senior, offensive and defensive line.
Xavier Kendall, senior, wide receiver, safety.
Theo Kazee, senior, safety, and split end.
Austin McDonald, senior, linebacker.
Eric Moon, senior, running back, wide receiver, corner.
Dog.
Kevin Russell, senior, wide receiver, safety. Jesse Blackburn, junior, receiver, cornerback. Dog!
Drayton Hughes, junior, offensive and defensive line. Dog.
Noah Jacobs, junior, offensive and defensive line.
Devin Johnson, junior, running back.
Don't come out of the locker room, and then it's a fight the whole second half because you let up on that first series or first couple of series.
Yeah, and we've honestly been in a dogfight with ourselves with the way we finished drives this first half. You know, we've got to maintain the drive and put it in the end zone the second half.
So Panthers are getting ready to kick off. Rodriguez has the ball teed up. And he gets the signal from the official. Now, he approaches the football. Kicks it off. It's coming down. Nice high kick. Caught it about the 15, 20. Kicked the ball ahead. And the ball is wrestled for it. I believe the Panthers might have got it.
We got it.
Oh my gosh. There's the break. Number 4.
Kevin Russell.
Kevin Russell in there. One of, I believe, a senior. Senior. So not as many seniors as Ellis has, but he comes up 5'9", 155 pounds here. Comes up with a play now. Can the Panthers capitalize here to start this second half? So the Panthers unexpectedly have the ball back. They stay in the wishbone. Ball is at the 28 of Ellis. Takes the ball, hands it off to the running back. The running back follows his blockers, and it is Hanchett as he comes down and gets a carry of about, let's call it maybe 3 yards for the first down, for the first play.
Well, that's a good little start, you know.
So, second down. Again, the Panthers stay in the wishbone. Ford looks over the line. Takes the ball, hands off to the second back through. He runs hard, straight ahead. And now it's pushed back. He's inside the 25, maybe the 24. So not a big gain that time, a gain of about 2. Gonna bring up a long third and let's call it 6 for the Panthers. So let's see what the Panthers can come up with here now.
Oh, we forgot to get the tee.
So the Panthers may have to use a timeout. No? Is the officials going to give us that one? So is
that an equipment timeout?
I don't know. So third down, 3rd and 6 for the Panthers as they break the huddle. A golden opportunity here that they would really like to cash in on. Now the Panthers send one wide out to each side. Flex mode. Man comes in motion. That's Johnson. They fumble the ball. Ford picks it up, and he's just smothered. So the Panthers don't do that all first half, and they lose 2. And it's going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers. And for this position, you might as well go for this one.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the red zone.
4th down.
So 4th and let's call it 7. As a play coming in from the sideline.
I say line up tight and send both ends on a seam.
Last time they ran a seam, Hodis was able to knock the ball down. Let's see what they do here. They have everybody in tight. They're in the wishbone formation. 4th down. Panthers trying to capitalize here. Take the ball. They fake the pitch. They run the ball on the option. He throws the ball high, and it is tipped away again.
He's got to throw the ball. He's lofting it. He's floating it. Get it to the back of the end zone. Let that kid run under it instead of having to come back to the ball.
So the Panthers are denied after a golden opportunity. And the Raiders take over on downs. So that's the 3rd time the Panthers have turned the ball over on downs. So now you ask the defense to come up with a stop once again. As now the coaching staff for Ellis gets to play in from the sideline. Ellis breaks the huddle. They send 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. The Panthers jumping around, trying to get everybody in position now. Quarterback sets them down. Snap is a high snap. He fakes it. Tries to run up the middle. And Panthers are there. And not a whole lot going on there.
I would say he lost a yard there.
So, yep, they blow the whistle quickly. Nobody went to the ground. No. So, loss of a yard. Let's call it 2nd and 11 for Ellis. Again, Panther defense trying to dig in here. Ellis sends 3 to the near side again. 1 to the far side. And now, quarterback is under pressure, high snap, they throw the ball quickly out. It's caught, makes one guy miss, dives back, and still breaks a tackle. As the Panthers just are not doing it. Oh my gosh.
We're wrapping them up at the shoulder pads and they're just running through us.
They had for maybe a gain of 2 or 3, turns into a gain of about 20.
Yes.
So, first down for the Ellis at their own, let's call it 47 and a half. Same formation for Ellis. 2 to the near. 1 to the far side. Snap is high. They throw the ball back. Man catches it, makes one guy miss, cuts back in, and again gets back. No, he's going to lose a couple yards this time. As now they're going to throw a flag for roughing, probably.
And they're shifty. We've just got to put pads on them. Quit trying to reach out there and hug them. Yeah,
they said they slammed him to the ground. Personal foul. It's called football, people. So that would be a big penalty against the Panthers.
And that's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yep. So that marks it down, and the ball is out the Panther 40-yard line. Panthers need to dig in defensively here. 2 to the near, 1 to the far. Ball's headed off the back. He's got some trouble. As now, they're going to call.
What are they going to call? Face mask? It's a hold, yeah.
Holding, okay. I was going to say, I would decline this one and just maybe take the loss.
Yeah.
Yep, they're going to decline the penalty because there was a loss.
Well, see, that holding, though, is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that would back them up even further.
Yeah,
but it'd still be first down.
Yeah, take the down. It's second and, let's almost call it 19-20. So second down, the Panthers take the loss. Now, if you come up with a couple stops here, as Ellis now sends all kinds of people. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Panthers trying to stop him here as quarterback, again, is a shotgun. Panthers show the blitz, throws the ball outside. Man's caught, now he's bounced out of bounds, and he's just bounced out after a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on the quick pass out. As Johnson Ford, the tackle that time, brings up third. Let's call it about 15 yards to go for Ellis.
Well, I mean, their receivers are elusive, so they're going to make the first guy miss. We've just got to continue to drive through the tackle and make the tackle instead of
throw to the ball. Yeah. You got to get more than one body out there. Now Ellis looks confused on the call. They said 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback still works out of the shotgun. High snap. Roll the pocket out. He's got some pressure. Throws the ball out. He's got his man open over there. And he dives for the first down. As too much time. As there was pressure on the quarterback, but Panthers is way off the ball.
Yeah. Now it's going to be 4th and half a yard.
Yeah, 4th and very short for Ellis. You give it to one of those shifty backs, and it should be a problem. But let's see if the defense can come up. And now they stop it because of equipment. Quarterback goes under center for the first time. 4th and 1, and now we have a flag. And that's going to help the Panthers. 4th and 1 turns into 4th and 6. So now, let's see what Ellis wants to do here. We've got 7:50 to go. Panthers still leading it by the slim score of 7-0. So I don't know if the quarterback will be under center this time around. As now Ellis shifts their guys. They said 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback works in the shotgun. Now throws the ball quickly over the middle, and it's tipped in. Almost recaught on the bounce as the Panthers hold. Wow, that was close. So the ball is turned over on downs. The Panthers get the stop they needed, and they will take over at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10 from that spot. Panthers need to get some points. They need to get some points on the board. So now the Panthers decide to spread everybody out. They said 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. 4 in the shotgun. Takes the ball, hands off the first back through. Johnson just straight up the middle. Not a lot getting up there I know they have to keep him honest, but, you know, he hammers ahead for a couple yards.
Reese on the carry. Host Raiders on the tackle. Bring up second down.
Second, let's call it a long 8, or, yeah, about 8 yards. They gave him 2 on the carry. Again, Panthers 1 out to each side. Flexible, man goes in motion. They take the ball, want to throw it on the outside. That cut is made, and then Ellis just get it. We got to get rid of that play. That play is just not working against Ellis.
It takes too long to develop, and then he's throwing the ball to where the wide receiver has to stop and lose momentum. Get it out in front of him and let him get downfield.
Throwing it, and if sometimes it's close to a lateral, you know, that play just has disaster written all over it. And we lose the 2 yards we gained, so guess what? It's now 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Forward again, under in the shotgun. Takes the ball, wants to throw, under a little bit of pressure, steps up. Now he throws the ball over the middle, and he short arms it. Incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
So it'll be 4th down for the Panthers. And now, looks like one of the Panthers is down.
He's cramping.
Oh, cramping up.
That's
Blackburn, I believe. Wide open in the middle. Ford just short-armed it. He couldn't get it there as he was under some pressure and couldn't quite get it to the receiver. It was right at the 10-yard line. Would have had the first down. And so now, 4th and 10, you would imagine we will see their first Panther punt of the evening. This Blackbird's up, and like I said, you know, those cramps can hurt.
Yes.
Oh, he's going to try to walk it off, try to get some fluids in him, see if he can get back out onto the field. But again, 4th and 10 for the Panthers, 6:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Panthers still holding on to that very slim 7-0 lead here against Ellis. I don't even think you should line up in the fake going for it. Just go back and put it as they line up. Send one wide out to each side. Now, Ford steps back into punt formation. Snap is a high one, gets it across, almost blocked. And we caught. He's at the 27, looking for some running room. Dive, makes the guy miss, gets to the sideline, cuts it back, and is dropped at about the 45-yard line. So Ellis is going to have good field position to start this series. Flag on the play, looks like.
First and 10 Railers.
I don't know what that signal is. What's that signal?
That's a play. Well,
no, there's a flag on the play.
Oh, I didn't even see. I was looking at the player down.
He went like this. I don't know what that signal is.
Is that a chop block?
Yeah, that's usually like this, not like he was like bear hugging him. So,
I didn't see the call.
I don't know what the call is, but they are backing it up, and it looks like a big one, all the way back to the 30-yard line. So as now they're looking at the Ellis player on the far side. Can't tell if he is hurt or if he's cramping up. As everybody now has finally realized that there is a penalty, and they are moving the ball back. So there's a difference of big 15 yards from the Ellis 45 to the 30-yard line. He is up, but I think he is cramping up because he's trying to stomp it out, but he will probably have to come off the field for at least one play. As it looks like just cramping up. So back-to-back plays, we've had kids cramping up here, as not that warm, but again, it's still very early in the season.
Well, and it's been a warm week all day, all week, and then you get to today and it's 55, 60 degrees. Kids forget to drink anything, put fluids in their body to stay hydrated tonight, and
So Ellis has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. They send 2 to the near side. Looks like 1 to the far side. Slot receiver kind of in tight. Now, quarterback goes back, hands the ball off. Panthers bury him. As this time, I think the Panthers are taking the right angles as they slanted one way and no room for the cutback on that one as he loses a yard and a half.
Yeah, no, that was just great defensive line play right there. Everybody just hit their assignments.
So now they actually make a loss of 2, so let's call it 2nd and 12 for Ellis. As they break the huddle, they send 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. As quarterback waits for the snap, again, high snap, pitches it out, gets a man almost intercepted there, but he makes a couple guys miss, and he dives ahead. He's up to about the 36-yard line, so a nice nifty run as a Panther almost intercepted the pitch. He almost got it. It's going to bring up 3rd, and let's call it about 4, a long 4 for Ellis. Panthers switching defensive people in and out. And a big 3rd down here for the Panther defense. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near. Quarterback takes the snap, pitches it down. He decides to keep it, and he's not going to be close. Panthers maybe throwing for a loss of 1.
Yeah. And that was a great defensive stand. The defensive line met the challenge right there.
4th down, and I would imagine they would be in a punt formation. Still very much in this ball game with 4:46 left to go. Here it's just the 3rd quarter as now Ellis does go back into punt formation. Again, Ford is the up guy. Hanchett is the back.
Back receive for the Panthers.
Panthers shoot blitz. They peel off. Nice high punt. As Hatchett fair catches it, and now he has a flag down.
Good flag on play.
As I don't know what this is. It can't be. He put his hands up for fair catch, but it looked like it was something further down the field.
I don't know what that call is.
Really?
That's that same call you were talking about.
I don't know what they're discussing here, but looks like it's going to be on the Panthers anyway. I think they're going to wave this hell. Let's see what it is. Is it a major penalty or? 15 yards, so it must be a major penalty. Not even sure what that is, but moves it all the way back. Personal foul, they're saying. I don't understand that at all, but we already know, so you never know. So 1st down for the Panthers. The Panthers stay in the wishbone. Takes the ball. Hands off to the second back. He tries to bounce to the outside, dives forward, gets a short gain of about 3 yards or so. So brings up 2nd down.
Johnson on the carry. Carson over with a nice tackle. Bring up 2nd down.
Well, they almost give him 4, so let's call it 2nd and 6 for the Panthers. As now the official is going to switch out the ball. Panthers up, ready to go. They stay in that wishbone formation. Everybody in tight. Ford looks over the defense, bobbles the ball. Now he just has to pick it up, cuts back through, dives ahead, and he makes something out of nothing. As all of a sudden in the second half, we're having trouble holding on to the football. So 3rd and let's call it a short 2 for the Panthers, who would really like to keep this drive alive here. Play again, coming in from the sideline. We're at 3:20 at county here in the 3rd quarter. Again, 7-0. Panthers over the Railroaders. It's been a defensive battle back and forth here. Again, the Panthers stay in the wishbone. Now they hand the ball off right up the gut, and I don't think he got anything as Ellis just filled the gaps.
Yeah, they shot the linebacker shot the gap and just guessed right.
That was an easy call for the Ellis defense, and a good job that time. Panthers have been trying to, on that short yardage, go to Rad Rodriguez too often. So it'll be 4th down for the Panthers. 4th, and that's still that 2.
Bring up 4th down.
Oh, the Panthers send one wide out to each side. Now they fade back into the punt formation. Ford quickly kicks it away. High kick. He catches it at about the 42. Looking for a little cut. Makes one guy miss. Now he comes down and he can return of about 7-8 yards. And Ellis will start right about midfield. So again, Ellis has good field position to start this drive at their own, let's call it their own 49 and a half, 48 and a half. As the Panther defense, once again, is going to have to be called on to come up with a stop. Ellis looking at their wristbands. They sent 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback marks it out. Is out, pitches out of the reverse. Panthers are going to be caught. Can they catch him out there? Rodriguez is out there. He makes his one guy miss. Nice. And he's still on his feet. Yes. Boy, oh boy. Again, could have been a no gain. Turns it into a gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards, depending on where they spot it.
It looks like they're going to say got like 7 yards out of the deal.
Yep. As that is Ellis's answer to tie sides. He hops around, jumps around, skips around.
Well, they got about 4 of them that do that, though.
And we can't seem to bring number 2 down at all. So, 2nd and 4, let's call it. Nice run. Tried the reverse. Panthers were there. They were home, but could not bring the ball carrier down. So now, quarterback again waits for the signal. Gets it, pitches it out, has a man, cuts back, finds the lane, has a 1st down, and is ahead to about the 38-yard line of the Panthers. So 1st down for Ellis. As again, Ellis on the move here in the late stages of the 3rd quarter.
And now they're meeting us at the line of scrimmage with those quick plays, and we're getting too much penetration and not filling our lanes.
So 1st and 10 for Ellis, as they've got something cooking again here with 1:18 to go in this 3rd quarter. Again, the Panthers on top by the score of 7-0. Again, same formation, 3-1. Now the ball is pitched out, and he breaks again, a couple tackles, and he's run through, and he gets a gain of about 5 or 6 yards.
Nice run by Johnson.
And that's if our outside linebackers would keep their head up instead of just going downfield, they would have been right there for that pitch.
Yep.
But it's almost, I don't know if that's a design blitz, but it seems more often than not our outside linebackers are just going, and they've got to stay home and read that.
Yeah, Johnson and Burrish was right there, had a sandwich, and he just ran through them. Ellis sends 3 to the far side, 1 to the near. Quarterback throws a quick ball. It's tipped up and intercepted. Has a nice play by Devin Johnson that time as he batted the ball down and caught it. So the Panthers get the big turnover once again.
And he did exactly what we were just talking about. He stayed home and just read the play and then went after the ball.
Filled the lanes really nice. We got 21 seconds left to go here in the 3rd. Panthers again turn Ellis away. And now, boy, if the Panthers could get a score, it would look huge, as both teams' defenses have played well.
Yeah.
So the Panthers send their 3 out to the one side, 1 to the near side. Again, Ford in the shotgun, takes the ball, throws the ball out, and it's dropped and incomplete.
Pass incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
So, 2nd and 10. Again, just a back swinging out to the outside and trying to make somebody miss one-on-one. So 2nd and 10 now. The Panthers behind the yardsticks here. Panthers again, same formation. Now Ford looks like ready, runs it right up the gut, gets a short gain. As now that quarterback draw has been taken away as the Panthers are going to be faced with a third, and let's call it a long 7. But that's going to end 3 quarters of play here as we're scoring. It's the Panthers 7, Ellis nothing. You're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here to start the 4th and final quarter as the Panthers faced with a third, and let's call it a long 7 here, as they would love to keep this drive alive. As you know, one score, this game is tied. You know, both teams are right in this one.
Yeah, and like we said, the defenses on both sides have stepped up to the challenge. It's just we haven't produced offensively.
So what do you do on 3rd and 7 from your own 37-yard line, let's call it? Both teams, this would be a passing situation, but we're going to see what the Panthers call. They have 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback takes the ball, hands the ball off, and we run the ball for maybe a yard. Here we got maybe 2 yards. Let's call it 4th and 5. Panthers have to be very aware. They've had 2 punts almost blocked by number 65. 4th and 5 from your own 37-yard line. Panthers send one wide out to each side. Now, they drop back in punt formation. Snap is back. Punt is away. Line driver. Nice catch at the 30. He's got some running room. Makes one guy miss. And it's going to be bounced out of bounds by Rodriguez. And that was a big hit. Big hit on the sideline. But Ellis has the ball at their own 47 to 48-yard line. Panthers could jump around and celebrate the big hit. But Ellis has got good field position.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the line drive punts because he's got all kinds of room to run and get to a lane.
So, here we go. 4th quarter. Ellis just down by 7-0. They said 1 wide out to the near, 2 to the far. See what they do here. They had the ball off. He's met and dropped. Panthers stay home. That time it's Jeremy Ford, Bush, and Johnson all in on the tackle that time. Loss of, let's call it, loss of at least 1, maybe 2.
And that was just good heads up, staying in your lane, staying on your assignment.
2nd down. Ellis sends 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback remains in the shotgun. Takes the high snap, wants to run it, breaks one tackle, and dives in as he got out of the grasp of Seams and dives ahead for a gain of about 5 on the play, maybe 6. Breaks it through to, let's call it a long 6.
3rd down.
You almost think they may be in 4-down territory as both defenses not wanting to give up much here. So a big 3rd down here for that Panther defense.
Yeah, the second half, the game's been played between the 20s.
So 3 to the far, 1 to the near. Quarterback, again, takes a step, rolls the pocket out, and throws the ball, and it is dropped. Oh, he dropped it. So ball is incomplete. I don't know what's going on back down here. That's Blackbird again, baby, cramping up. As he may have to go out, and it's going to be 4th down, and I think Ellis may be in punt formation. So going back to receive the punt for the Panthers will be Hanchett. Panthers need to be aware of the fake. Ellis is running reverse. They've tried some other things, so you got to be aware of that fake punt. Waiting for the snap. And now, there's an official timeout here.
Now they're making their long snapper.
Timeout called by Ellis. Now if they call a timeout, he can go back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, the ref told him he had to go out for a play. I'm not really understanding why either.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports.
Broken tackles. They've gotten the first down when they've needed to, but everything's kind of been stalwart for both teams this second half.
So the Panthers now back out as Ford is the up man. Hanchett is the back man. Waiting for the snap. Snap is a good one. Ball's punted away, and Panthers should just get away from it. Get away, and that takes a Panther bounce, and it's going to be down by Ellis at about the Panther, looks like about the 24-yard line, so Panthers get a break there a little bit. Tomorrow, the big rivalry continues, Oklahoma and Nebraska. Hopefully it's 50th year anniversary of the game of the century.
Really?
50 years, yep. So, Panthers have the ball. 9:43 left to go. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wishbone formation for the Panthers. Ellis showing blitz. They take the ball, hand it off to first back three. Cuts through. Not running hard. Still dragging people as that's Hanchett with a gain of about 7, 8, 9 yards maybe on that carry. They're going to give him 8. Let's call it 2nd and 2.
And that was just a nice read, nice cutback. Didn't follow his blockers. Said, nope, there's more green pasture over here. We're going to go.
So let's see what the Panthers could do here on 2nd and short. They said one wide out to each side. Man goes in motion, that's Johnson. They hand the ball off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez just turns and burns, and he gets the first down as Rodriguez straight up the gut for a gain of about 4, maybe 5. Gets the first down, and the clock will continue to run once the yard markers are marked off.
That's our first down of the second half.
It's only our second possession, isn't it?
No.
Is it our third?
This is our 5th. We've punted 3 times, turned it over on downs once.
That's right. So, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Panthers would love to go on a 7-8 minute drive here. As they stay in the wishbone, everybody is in tight. Again, Ford sets them down. takes the snap, pitches it back, cuts it up as the running back follows his blockers, dives ahead for a gain of maybe 4, maybe 5 yards. As again, it is that's Hatchet on the carry.
Stop. Bring up second down to the Panthers.
And he's turning that, in the first half, he was following the blocks and they just kept extending it. He's following that block, picking a hole, and then going forward.
So, second, let's call it 5 for the Panthers. Stay in the wishbone. They hand the ball off, throws the ball off. That's caught on the far side. He's got some running. Trying to make a guy miss, but he can't get outside. Short gain. And again, that pass of the flood to the back.
Nice stop by
gain of half a yard. 1. Yep.
35 to the Panthers.
So, big third down here for the offense. Let's see what the Panthers come up with here. They would love to pick up another first down here. They stay in the wishbone. Ford sets him down. Takes the ball, pitches it back. Johnson's on the carry. He lowers his head. I think he might have got the first as he dives ahead. Johnson runs very hard on the outside. And it looks like he does get the first down. As the head linesman says, well, I got to do it. So he comes in, says first down Panthers. And the drive will continue. Clock continues to go. We're under 7 minutes. We got 6:54 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Again, it's just 7-0. Phillipsburg on top of Ellis. Panthers break the huddle. They stay in the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Looks over the defense. Ford now. Takes the ball. Hands it off to the first back through. He makes one guy miss. Dives forward. And again, he's going to get a gain of positive yardage of about maybe 3. Maybe a little more, 3.5. Brings up second, and let's call it a long 7. Play again, coming in from the sidelines. Panthers holding on to that 7-0 lead here. Again, now the Panthers break the bone. They go to the flex. One wide out to each side. Johnson goes in motion. They take the ball, hand it off. No, Ford has it. Catches it, pitches it high, and Hatchet is tackled. It's good defense that time, as he may have got back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up third, and that's called 6. Gain of maybe a yard on that play. So another big third down. Can the Panthers keep cashing in third downs? Play again, comes in from the sidelines. We're at 5:20 and counting here in the fourth quarter. They said one wide out to the far side, one to the near side. They stay in the flex mode. This time, the other back goes in motion. And the ball is down. And there's a race for it. And I'm not sure. It looks like Ford might have got back on it.
Yeah.
But a big toss. And the Ellis defense has a stop. So 4th and 15 for the Panthers. Definitely a punting situation here. So clock continues to run as the Panthers look like they are taking their time. They may run it down and take a timeout here.
Jared Bader back and receive the ball for the Raiders.
As they're just taking time, going to let it run down. I don't know if this is, I guess, using the clock. So here's a timeout. So with the timeout, with 4:12 to go, you're listening to Panther Football. Panthers on top, 7-0. We're back after this timeout.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This
Panthers line up like they're going for it. 4th and 15. One wide out to each side. Now Ford drops back into punt formation. Snap is back. They're coming after it. And it is hit, bounces, and goes out of bounds. So the Panthers get a good roll. But we'll have to see at about the, looks like it's out of bounds at about the Ellis.
26, 27?
Yep, looks like about the 26, 7.
And see, right. He got ran into when he was kicking that. If he would have just fell down, I mean, that's one of those.
Heavy calls?
Yes.
It would have been a 5-yard penalty probably. It wasn't
roughing the kicker. If he falls down, though.
Yeah, it would have been running it 2, and that would have been 5 probably. So here we go. Panther defense asked once again to come up as Ellis spreads them out. They said out to each side. Everybody else in tight, kind of a new formation. Quarterback goes back, hands the ball off, and the Panthers drop it right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe even a little bit of a loss.
Yeah, they were in an I formation. First time all night.
Had 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver.
Second down, Railers.
1 back there, and let's call it 10 for Ellis. So, he used to run. 2nd and 10, as the Panthers would really love to come up with a stop here. Now, back to a more familiar formation. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback. Panthers should go at the blitz, and he's smothered as the ball was high. And they're going to call
Colin. Personal foul, face mask.
Oh, my gosh. Didn't look like they had the face mask there, but that's going to let Ellis off the hook.
Face mask.
Oh, boy. Looked like they had him on the shoulder pads. I didn't see anything around the face, but
I didn't see anything around the face either. But
that'll be an automatic 1st and 10.
So that gives Ellis life here. As again, 1st down for Ellis. Moves the ball all the way out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. As Panthers trying to hold on here. Clock is at 3:18. So sets 2 to the far side, 2 to the quarterback has the ball, wants to throw it, throws the ball down deep, and they're going to call pass interference. So the Panthers going to get back-to-back here. Penalty.
And if the quarterback would have just checked down, they had another wide receiver running another post, just a straight fly route that was wide open on the other side.
Yeah, but you got to remember, 2 penalties back-to-back on the Panthers. So let's see where they mark it off here. So Ellis has not moved the ball offensively. They've allowed the 2 penalties on the Panthers to move it out to the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Ellis from that spot. Again, 1 wide out to each side, I formation for Ellis. Now Ellis takes the ball, wants to throw it. He's under some pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Yep, they're going to say he was in the grass. He's got to be down there. So So there's a loss.
And that's a great play. The linebackers came from the outside, the defensive lineman came from the inside, and there was no time.
So there's a loss of 5 on the play, 2nd and 15, as the clock should be running, and it is. We've got 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Panthers trying to hold on to that 7-point lead. Now, again, 3 to the one side, 1 to the near side, as the Panthers flipping around defensively. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Panthers show a blitz. He comes in, and the ball's out. Panthers fight for it, I believe. Ellis got back on it. Yep, Ellis got back on it. So the quarterback got back on the fumble. Loss of about 2 or 3 more yards. So now it's going to bring up a 3rd. And let's call it 17 or 18 for Ellis. This may be a place for a timeout.
Yeah, Ellis is not in any hurry.
Settle your time down. I don't know how many timeouts they have left. I don't think they've used one this half, have they? 3rd down. So here we go. Big 3rd down for the Panther defense. Minute 34 and counting. Quarterback is under pressure. They had the ball off. It's a fake reverse. Cuts back up. And the Panthers are going to get him down. So it's going to be 4th down for Ellis.
I know it wasn't designed reverse, but we just filled the lanes right there.
So that's going to be 4th, and let's call it still 17 yards. No gain on that play. And Ellis is going to take a timeout. So they did use one on that punt. I forgot about that one. So it'll be a timeout for Ellis. We'll send it back to the station for a quick timeout as you're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com.
Punted away, or the Panthers just down it and win the ball game.
Yeah.
Panthers should not be able, they should be able to stop a 4th and 17.
Rush 4, keep your linebackers 5 to 7 yards off the ball, and just play a nickel defense. Nothing behind you.
Yeah, I would not be. The Panthers have had a lot of success blitzing, but I don't know that I would even blitz. I would let the, defensive line try to get some pressure, and you say let the line fall into that 8 to 12 yard depth, and then that way you have everybody can come up and try to make the tackle. So here we go. The Panthers, they sent 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. And the Panthers do drop a couple linebackers back. They run the ball. They're trying to get the quarterback is on the run. He throws the ball down deep, and it's overthrown, and it's incomplete. What could this be? If it's against the Panthers, this will be probably faced it. Let's see what this is. This will be interesting. Face mask against Ellis. Okay. I was going to say, that we don't need another penalty on the Panthers. That one's declined. The Panthers will take over with 1:06 to go here in the ball game. Ellis has 1 timeout, I think. So the Panthers should just put the quarterback under center and take a knee. I would not be handing the ball off. I would not be pitching the ball off. I would just have the quarterback take it and take a knee. If he wants to run around for a little bit before he knees, that's fine. But Ellis only has 1 timeout. So now the Panthers do go into that victory formation. And I don't think they know how to do this. So Ford is in the shot. It's kind of a little danger there as he snaps the ball down and takes it. And Ellis is going to let the clock run, I guess. So they will spot the ball down. Confused. Nobody knows what's going on.
They're not even moving the ball back. They're just putting it back at the line of scrimmage. It should be where he took a knee at.
And Ellis is in, I think they have a timeout left. So, I guess the Panthers are just going to take the ball. They didn't move the ball back to where he took the knee down or nothing. It should be about 4 yards loss on each play. And that's just going to be it. They're just going to let the time run out, not mark the ball down. Panthers are going to come up with their first win in the Young here in 2021 by the score of 7-0, and I think the Panthers are going to feel good to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, and the defense came to play tonight. I mean, we still got offensive questions, but the defense did a much, much better job today just staying in containment.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pockebeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors.